So my goal with this video is to give you a tour of my Gretsch guitar. This is a 1994 Japanese-made Gretsch. The F-holes are actually fake, they're just painted on, but it obviously is semi-hollow body nonetheless. I bought this guitar from Emerald City Guitars in downtown Seattle. And kind of the story behind it was I grew up mostly playing rock, but then in college at both Whitworth and GIT in Hollywood, I played a lot of jazz. My first round of jazz band in college, the director was kind of embarrassed with the guitar I was playing at the time, which was a Washburn A10, kind of a Quiet Riot era Washburn. And even though I could play what he wanted me to play, he just didn't want me playing it on that guitar. So I went on a quest and I bought a Gibson ES330. It was a 1966 in terrible condition. Bought it from someone in downtown Spokane, Washington. I worked with that guitar for over 10 years. I was never really happy with it. I guess it's really more of a blues semi-hollow body. It certainly never gave me what I was really looking for with a semi-hollow body for jazz. And so it was frustrating because I bought it thinking, hey, this is going to solve all my problems, but it really was more of a cosmetic solution. It never really gave me the tone I wanted. So when I found this guitar, it actually was like, wow, that's the semi-hollow body I've always wanted. And I think what's so amazing about this guitar is it works really well for jazz for me, but it also has a lot of great rock tones. Let me give you a little tour of the look of the guitar and also the knobs. It has kind of, Gretsch has a really unique knob system on this guitar. So instead of the traditional tone knobs, what you have down here is you have a master volume, the one closest to my leg. So no matter what pickup you're on, that turns you up and down. You have this interesting kill switch over here in the three positions. In the down position or the up position, the guitar works. In the middle position, it kills all the sound. So you're silent. And then what's interesting, these are both individual pickup volume knobs, not tone knobs like you might think. And this one controls the treble pickup, the bridge pickup. Or wait, no, it's the other way around. This one, see, I never use these. This one controls the treble. And the other one controls the neck or bass pickup. So with these, conceivably you could blend in differing amounts of each pickup's tone when you're on the middle position of the three-way selector. So kind of like a bass, where a lot of basses are set up where you can actually like phase in a small amount of each pickup sound. I personally use those because I feel like the EQ knob on this guitar is so helpful that I don't need to. So this is really the unique switch right here. It's a three-way switch, but it's not a pickup selector. It's kind of like an EQ tap or an EQ boost. I'm not really sure what terms Gretsch would give to each of the positions, but I know how I use it. So if I'm on the jazzier sounding neck pickup, the up position on this EQ knob is very bassy. The opposite position, the down position, has a little bit more bite to it, but still pretty jazzy, pretty mellow. The middle position, strangely, is the super bright one. So when you put it in the middle, it's like a whole new pickup, even though I'm still on the neck pickup. Totally different sound. So let's investigate that three-way EQ knob as we go down the different positions. So just to keep it clear, let's go to the bridge pickup next. So this is the up position on the EQ knob with the bridge pickup. Here's the opposite position, which we expect to have a little bit more bite. And here's that middle one, which is super bright compared to the other two. With the middle of the pickup selector, middle position on, I'm getting both pickups now, and if I investigate the same three EQ positions, there's the darkest. here's the opposite position down. And here's that brightest middle one. I'll be honest, I don't use all 9 positions. I turn this guitar for really 2 kind of very different sounds. I have a lot of guitars, so for most rock stuff I don't play this guitar, but I turn to it for my jazz sound, which we'll revisit here, either going real dark or a little bit brighter. So I use both of those positions on the neck pickup, and then I usually go for the exact opposite, which is kind of like this kind of crystal clear, maybe rockabilly or folk indie kind of sound. I go to the bridge pickup, put it in the middle. Real transparent thing, it's like a different guitar. And it sounds really great with a whammy bar. I actually find the tremolo arm on this guitar is very functional. It's not going to stay in tune as well as a Floyd Rose, but it seems more enjoyable to me to use than, like, say, a traditional Fender Strat whammy bar. I actually used this guitar for Barracuda with a band in 2011 when I didn't have any other guitars that had a vibrato arm. So it's a real opposite end spectrum from, you know, this sound here, which is like. I'm actually running this through the Spark amp by Positive Grid right now. I just got this one out of the box. I hit clean as like a basic preset, and then I kind of adjusted some of the dials, so I got a picture of that here. But I'll show you actually. I'll risk showing you what this guitar sounds like with more of a rock sound. So this is back on the bridge pickup with the middle position on the EQ switch. It's the brightest. Haven't tried this out on this amp yet. So I think I need a little more reverb on this patch, maybe a little less gain. So if you need this to be like your rock guitar, it actually could be. Let's see what they gave us for modulation. How nice of them to like read my mind and give us Barracuda. So it's not a bad rock guitar either. Kind of has the opposite visual problem of what I had in college with that one director, that it sounds like a good rock guitar, it doesn't really look like one. But it's definitely, I feel like this guitar is so much more versatile than the ES330 Gibson that I had. Actually, Craig got one in to get this one, so even this one's like 30 years newer, I feel like I came out ahead on that trade. Yeah, if I wanted to go back to some of those darker EQs on it, still pretty cool through the distortion. Might be a little bit too dark for that. Not bad. Let me go back and show you just a little bit more before we wrap this up. A little bit more of the jazz sound that I really love with this. Of course, in the process of switching, I got rid of my really nice custom sound that I did momentarily. So I'm going to re-dial this back in, hopefully. Wow, they really like the reverb on their stock patches, huh? switch. I purposely demonstrated this with an amp that's probably not like the world's greatest jazz amp, just to show how much the guitar gives me what I want in that regard. So I like the darker kind of jazz sound for just for guitar in general, but as you saw with the earlier pickup selections, you can make this guitar super bright too if you want to. I just kind of like it mellow. So that was a quick tour of my 1995 Gretsch Tennessee Rose, one of my favorite guitars. Thanks for watching.